And we are live. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream. And that is right, we are live on this beautiful May 18th, 2026. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself.
Did you just say May 18th?
I said May 18th.
I'm not gonna lie, the way you said it made it sound like you said May 18th. Also, I'm here. Hi, guys.
Shut the fuck. Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, May 18th, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself. And as you can tell, we're joined by Mr. Tyrone and Mr. Real Texas Politics.
First Juneteenth and now May-teenth. What the hell is happening?
Yeah.
Rapid gone woke.
Yeah. So, everybody, we have a pretty big stream today. We got to talk about the primaries tomorrow, mainly as it pertains to Kentucky's 4th, because, I think it's fair to say that Thomas Massie's gonna.
Kentucky will be the biggest thing to watch, but I mean Georgia's got a packed primary. We got packed primaries in Alabama.
Early voting has started today in Texas. Texans, go vote.
Yeah.
Go vote. Mays Middleton, Beau French, fucking
Ken Paxton, Thomas Smith for the Court of Criminal Appeals.
Many such cases.
A lot of stuff going on. So
go ahead.
Before we get into today's stream, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. All great ways to support the daily content. And if you do have any questions or concerns or want to support the channel even further, you can send super chats. I will read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way to get questions answered. And we got a couple super chats to read through already. Let me pull these up. Real TV show for 5. The crosstab for the Bears poll, and Massey's winning the Jewish vote by 9 points, and Goldreign's winning the Muslim vote by 22 points. We'll get to that because there's definitely some weird aspects to the crosstabs. And I know when it comes to crosstabs, especially when it's that small of a sample, it can get very wonky. But at some point, there are some big questions as to what was he cooking. So we'll get to that.
Also, Texas.
Keep that man out of the kitchen. Keep that man out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Also, Texas, vote for Briscoe Kane for Congress and vote Tom Self for Congress, especially after.
We'll get to that.
And
we're gonna talk about what's happened in Texas.
Yeah, I got everything super.
And
chat,
also,
guys.
Tyrone, what's your thoughts on the Texas 35 primary? I don't know.
I don't know. Who are you gonna fucking endorse?
I don't know. I know Carlos De La Cruz got the Brandon Gill endorsement.
Okay,
so.
let me read through the rest of these. Spring Bear for 2. Look at Cassidy. He looks like he's in bad health. After Saturday, I would be 2. That was wow. That was pathetic. K Cup for 5. Fun fact: my realtor took a shot at Evers on our call the other day. Same property taxes screwing over my pre-approval. Sending Tom the damn man. Well, yeah. Tony Evers is pissing a lot of people off now, which is freaking hilarious. But I am Battlefield for 2. I'm graduating soon, boys. W's in chat for I am Battlefield. Congratulations. Lord Rhino for 10. A rally that happened a few days ago in London was showing many world leaders all got booed except one. Trump got overwhelming cheer from the crowd. Maybe 100,000 people there. Brits love him. Real. Hopefully you guys vote for reform and restore. Okay. So got through the super chats. We really got to talk about the big primary of tomorrow, the one that everybody's been talking about. Of course, you got Georgia. That's important too, especially with the Senate primary. We got to talk about Kentucky 4th because, remember when everybody like Barris and Barnes, they were so cocky and saying, guys, Massey's going to win in a historical landslide. Remember that?
It's so over for Ed Galrin because all the young people are voting.
Yeah, so here's the poll that Rich Bears just released, and you may notice something very suspicious. So he has Thomas winning, Thomas Massie winning by 0.4%. But
which given it's a Bears poll, it's basically an internal.
Yeah, this is essentially an internal poll, and by the way, he heard it. Let's not pretend otherwise. He heard it.
Let's cut the crap.
Yeah, well, he saw what every other pollster was doing, like Qantas and others. They all were finding Goldreign was surging, Massey was imploding, especially after the latest scandal. I think that's it for him. I don't see how he wins. Maybe with it being an incumbent, maybe, but I just think there's too much money against him right now. But we'll see, I guess, tomorrow. Now, out of nowhere, out of the woodwork, after a week ago, he was saying, it's impossible for Massie to lose. It's going to be impossible for me within 5 points. Now he heard it. He heard it to have it plus 0.4. You know what he's going to do after the primary? You know what he's going to do?
No.
I have a prediction.
He's going to bitch and moan.
If Ed Goldrein wins by a big margin, I guarantee you he's going to say, well, we were actually right. We actually found Goldrein's surgeon. I guarantee you he's going to pull that stunt. He's going to. Why do you think he dropped the pull at the last second? Why?
He's also just gonna bitch and moan about Israel and Trump and MAGA and whatever the hell. I don't know. Also, I could see Massie. I could see Massie resigning.
Look, I'm gonna spell this out for people very clearly. It's the reason why Massie pivoted his campaign into Trump and Israel and the establishment is because it's easier to explain to voters he's standing up to Trump. It's easier to explain to voters the reason why he's not voting with Trump is it's easier to stand up to a billionaire president who's protecting his fellow billionaire pedophiles instead of explaining to his voters why the Austrian School of Economics and principled libertarianism is why he has been voting against funding the border wall for over 10 years. That is why Thomas Massie does what he does.
Mm-hmm. And not just that, but the biggest issue with Massie is, okay, you could have these weird beliefs. Be a fucking team player. That's all we're asking. Like, Randy Fine, like, he's a fucking meme, but guess what? He's actually good at immigration, and he's a team player. I don't give a shit. Unless he's not find somebody as good as him on immigration, keep him there. I don't give a shit when he stands in Israel. I really don't.
Maybe Aaron Baker's good on immigration, but he's also trying to get the Nick Fuentes endorsement, which is just. I
have Battlefield for 2. Breaking gay Democrat Tom Miller endorsed Massie. Yeah, is that strange? All these progressive Democrats are backing. Massie.
Ro Khanna endorsed him, which they're probably in some kind of little relationship.
And by the way, these are not just these are establishment types,
like Abraham Enriquez was.
Oh gosh, but like these are not like just generic progressives. We're talking about establishment types. So he is getting the back end of the Democrat swamp. Basically, does no one find that suspect at all?
No, it's incredibly suspect.
Do you wonder what
it's completely fine because he's standing up to Trump. We are in year 11 of Trump being a political realignment for the United States, and people are still falling for the same DNC shenanigans. I'm sorry.
Let's see what. By the way, let's see what our favorite Republican Adam Kinzinger is saying about it. About Massie.
God. I don't want to know. Honestly, I don't fucking want to know what he's saying.
While everyone's watching Hormuz, the Epstein files are being buried. The law says release them. Trump is fighting it. Massie may lose his seat Tuesday for pushing it. Yada, yada.
Gosh. He's just a generic Democrat.
I'm a loser who doesn't know how to play politics, and I'm upset my ass got primaried, and the Democratic Party drew me out even though I sucked their dicks.
Yeah. Let's see. He's just another, I didn't get what I want, so I flipped the chessboard Gen Z entitlement brain BS. Well, again, guys, like, I don't even, like, disagree with what some of the stuff Massie is saying. I get some of the stuff he's saying, but, dude, there's a much better way to handle it. A significantly better way. I don't know. How about you talk to Trump? Have you ever thought about that?
Look, if DeSantis was able to make things up with Trump, then you can make shit up with Trump.
Yeah.
Thomas Massie, you stupid motherfucker. You goddamn fucking idiot.
He found a grift, was raising a shitload of money from
Jewish candidates.
Yeah, I mean, his biggest donor is a Zionist Jew. We're not even trying to be like, that's not even a meme. That's like his biggest donor.
It.
Yeah.
Oh, but Track Apex says that he's
and not just that.
Track IPAC, which I would like to remind people is literally Track IPAC, which is literally run by a Palestinian communist in New York or California, one of the two.
Yeah. Practice for 20. GOP convention of the Dells was epic. I went with Luke and his friends. Some delegates got kicked out after getting angry that Will Martin was chosen as lieutenant governor. Called it Obama commie. Stupid Oneida County delegates. Oh gosh. Yeah, the convention was on Saturday. We got some big news out of that. Tom Tiffany is officially the nominee. We got our picks from lieutenant governor.
Yeah, Will Martin is black, by the way, so maybe that's why they called him an Obama commie.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, W to Chad for the guys that went to the convention. That was a big win. We got some stuff got through. It was a good thing. Okay, so
Dude.
Why didn't you go to convention, Rap?
I had stuff going on. So, anyways,
stuff.
All right. So enough of that. So, anyways, we got the more we look at Kentucky, though.
Release the rap files. Where were you?
Oh gosh. So I have the poll pulled up from Rich Barris, and hold on. I'm Battlefield for 2. Should we be worried that Derek Dooley is surging? It is surprising, but we'll look at the Georgia in a little bit. I want to talk about Kentucky first because that's kind of the big
nobody cares about Georgia. That's why that's why Kentucky's 4th is now the most expensive House primary in American history.
Yeah. Okay. So with Kentucky 4th, again, Barris dropped this poll out of nowhere last night after months of saying, "Oh, Massey's gonna win in a landslide, guys. He's gonna win by 50 points." You see what he posted today? He said Massey won no matter what.
He has him up by what? Like half.
Yeah, it
says Massey wins no matter what.
He said a week ago, Massey is going to win by at least 4 points. That's worst case scenario. That's what he said.
He's now revised that down to 0.4, I think.
And he is going around and saying that Thomas Massie has won no matter what happens.
Almost like all the undecideds are breaking for Gallrun at the last minute.
He was pumping horse shit.
Look, guys, Barris, all these people, they're now making bullshit polls because they know that they're gonna fucking lose, and they're trying to make plausible deniability. Like, I had it within the margin of error at the last. These people have tanked their credibility. They are not reputable. They have been playing partisan politics because they found a grift that financially sustains them, and now that grift is about to blow up in their faces because, what do you know, most people don't actually fucking care about the Epstein files
or Israel.
Like the Epstein files and all of this fucking anti-Israeli shit has been a massive fucking grift from the beginning. I'm starting to think that the Epstein files just straight up didn't exist. All the absurd claims that we've seen in the files came out of the Southern Florida Plaintiff's Office, which has been creating absurd claims of Epstein and other fucking rich-ass people since the 90s. I went and checked earlier this morning and last night.
Yeah, I actually heard something about that. Bring that up, actually. Yeah, talk about that.
The Epstein files didn't actually do much other than confirm that, Epstein was friends with certain people. He don't get me wrong, he was absolutely having real American political elections with minors, but the difference being here that he wasn't going around with this cabal of evil ass, people. Like, no, that's not what happened. And at the end of the day, all of this shit has been massively overblown by lawyers trying to make a quick fucking buck, by all of these people who are grifting and whatnot. It was blown out of proportion. Thomas Massie has had the ire of Trump for an incredibly long time. And now that Trump has finally found an excuse to get rid of him, he's throwing a fucking temper tantrum and shitting his fucking pants and crying like a fucking idiot because he's about to lose his seat after being a grifting retard for over 10 years and being a pain in the ass to Trump. This is ultimately about Thomas Massie being a grifting piece of shit. This is about Thomas Massie lying to his voters, lying to everyone everywhere, being a generally dishonest, untrustworthy candidate, and now that Trump has found someone who's actually going to be able to replace him and be a much more solid vote in the House, he's pivoted this all to Israel and the Jews and IPAC and Epstein and all of this.
I love how we're calling
other
IPAC
insane
now.
Bullshit.
IPAC. But yeah, it's just like he had an opportunity. Remember, he's still going around and saying, "I have the list in my hands, everybody. Any day now I'll release them." Why hasn't he released the list yet? Actually, I know why. You know why? The last time you released names, all those people had nothing to do with Epstein. Every single one of them had nothing to do with it, and he ruined their lives over it. That's what happened.
Like Gabriel Iglesias is in the Epstein files because Epstein bought tickets to like a show or something.
Yeah, and he literally mentioned these random people, and it turns out they don't even know who Epstein was. They never even met the guy. So it's like, that's the only time he brought it up, and it blew up in his face. And magically after that, he stopped talking about it. I wonder why. Because it was bullshit from the get-go. He trusted mentally unwell women. That's what it was.
I think he was also probably waiting for evidence to come out that Donald Trump did it, and there hasn't been any.
The only
and
evidence,
obviously, that's what Democrats are going to be wasting their time on doing. If they take back the House, I mean, they're just going to waste the entire, basically 2 years of their majority trying to search for whatever evidence finds Trump guilty of whatever the hell went on the island.
So they can impeach him every day for the rest of the fucking year.
I'm still waiting,
until
like,
they
guys,
get a Democrat candidate in power who's going to restore democracy and put all the ICE agents in fucking jail.
Well, like, here's the thing with, like, Massie. It's like, guys, we've given him enough time to release anything. Has he released a single shred of evidence of what he said?
No.
So,
and that's the issue, right?
Yeah,
that's the issue.
If he actually released it right away, fine. We're talking about a different story then completely. He hasn't. That's why back in like late November last year and like really the first couple months this year, I began to realize, oh, this is horse shit. Like, yes, nobody's denying Epstein was a terrible person. And obviously big names knew who he was. But the shit that some people are pushing, it's like, show us just a shred of evidence. Just show us one thing. You claim you have the evidence.
Have any evidence.
Yeah, you don't got any.
They don't got no evidence, man.
Okay. A couple of super chats to catch up to. American Nerd for 6. Hey, Rap, sorry for not being here earlier. I had a work training thing I couldn't get out of. Anyways, thoughts of Bill Cassidy epic fail on Saturday. That was, excuse me.
That's the worst. Pathetic. That was the first time in 72 years that an incumbent senator plays third in a primary.
It was pathetic. And not just that, but guys, if Trump voters were able to vote Republican because a lot of them are still Democrats, that margin would have been even worse. He probably does not even crack 20% because there's a bunch of Trump voters in Louisiana that are still Democrats. It's stupid, but a lot of them don't know it. So.
Yeah, because I mean, they literally just implemented closed primaries this year, and obviously the lowest of low info voters don't know that and probably never will, but.
Yeah, and there were reports everywhere.
But the ones that do now are probably going to register as Republicans. Well, so you're going to probably see Republican registration numbers skyrocket in Louisiana.
Yeah, we've heard reports in Louisiana on Saturday that a bunch of voters, they thought they were Republican, but they're not. So they couldn't vote the primary. That's the issue.
They probably haven't voted in a Democratic well, it's not like they had traditional primaries. They probably haven't voted for a Democrat in a primary since like the 90s. Or maybe, actually, no, not the 90s. Probably the last time Louisiana had a Democrat governor or senator. Well, maybe they haven't voted Democrat since John Bell Edwards. But
I was going to say, you're talking about Edwards at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I guess is fairly recent, but whatever. That's probably like the only Democrat in recent memory they've ever voted for.
Or actual conservative Democrat, but Vincent for 2. Check out California 48 primary early vote margins. Oh, we'll get to that. It is hilarious. American
I will
for 2.
say I think the Democrats probably are a little higher because I think Alameda County hasn't reported in.
No,
yet,
it's just the 48th district. That's San Diego.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that.
That's not.
We'll get to it.
Dems may get locked out.
American Nerd for 2. Will Massie go down as the worst case of TDS? No, I think MTG. That's worst case.
I would say there's also like Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, but
they were already shit beforehand, but.
Kinzinger was like buddy with Trump during the first term.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Joe Walsh, you remember Joe Walsh?
Oh yeah, remember he said like we had to arm ourselves and fight.
Grabbed his musket. And
now
he's a registered Democrat. Same with Bill Kristol.
I was going to say, Bill Kristol, who's not a Democrat because he cares about the Constitution and the independence. That's why he's voting for the party that wants to undo the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence because it's inopportune for their political operations.
Simple logic.
He endorsed
Real Texan.
Sorry.
Yeah. Simple logic for 5. Dr. Steve Turley made a good point today, basically saying all these rhinos end was always going to happen. The paradigm shift is real and going our way. Well, yeah, these rhinos, they were going to lose anyways. It was inevitable. There was no way they're going to hold on any longer. And Cassidy proved it. And that's probably why you had some people like Tillis drop out. He knew he was fucked. I know it's kind of a swing state, but he knew he was fucked in a primary. There is no way in hell he was winning that. But Cake up for 5. Want to know the sad thing about Massie? He probably believes the list he never created exists and justifies the reasoning why it exists when it doesn't. He might actually believe it. Again, just show the evidence. That's all we're fucking asking. Remember, he was the one that started the claim. He claimed it. He has to provide evidence. That's not on Trump to prove it. It's on him. Just prove it.
You are in Congress. You can request these things.
You can issue subpoenas. Like, I'm just confused. Like, what are you doing?
Mr. Beats has a live stream coming up in about 8 hours called Kentucky Politicians Are Kind of Amazing.
Oh, God.
And in the thumbnail, you have Thomas Massie, Rand Paul, and Andy Bashir.
Jesus. Inari for 5. Not getting hopes up on Massie losing, but he has trouble with the enthusiasm gap. I think he's screwed. The problem Massie has, this was always a problem. He was never like this strong candidate. He never really had a real challenger. I know everyone says back in 2020 he had a challenger. No, he didn't. That's bullshit. He never had a real challenger.
The big thing you got to keep in mind for tomorrow night is that the groups that are most enthusiastic about Massie are the ones that aren't going to be voting in Republican primaries. One, Kentucky has closed primaries, very close primaries. And two, most young voters, if they're not Democrats, even the ones that aren't Democrats, which again, most young voters are probably Democrats anyways, but especially in like suburban Cincinnati. But a lot of those young voters are probably not even going to vote in the primary.
That's why I want to bring up.
They don't vote in primaries.
And that's why I'm saying like Rich Bears, a few others, they're full of shit. Guys.
And I'll be honest, even if Massie might actually be turning out some of those young voters who never vote, it's not going to fucking do anything.
It's not enough. Mark from America First Insight, he looked into this. Old people are the only people that fucking vote in primaries, especially Kentucky. This horse shit fantasy from Barris that, guys, the young people are surging to the polls. No, they're fucking not. Even if they are, none of them are registered as Republicans. Maybe Kentucky's a little bit different, but guys, most of them are Democrats. And look at the demographics here. Conservative, Goldrein plus 20. And this is the funny part. Liberal, Massie plus 37. Moderate, Massie plus 40. So the most liberal voters are backing Thomas Massie. What does that tell you?
And they're not going to be voting in the primary unless they switch their registration. And there probably are some that did. Obviously, there are some that probably did. But even then, Democrats also have a competitive primary for the Senate race. Which a lot of people probably don't realize.
That's true.
So a lot of those Democrat voters in northern Kentucky that would probably switch their party registration to vote for Thomas Massie, well, they're not going to do that because they're going to be voting in their own primary for the U.S. Senate race, which, they're not going to win anyways, but,
Let's just look at some of this. Like, because I'm getting sick and tired of Bears saying, oh, Massie represents the working class, the populist voter, crap like that. Look at the demographics Massie's doing good with. Income 200,000 or more, Massie plus 33. Income 30 to 50,000, Goldrein plus 36. No college, Goldrein plus 19. College, Massie plus 23. No religion, Massie plus 48. Evangelicals.
Breaking news. We have a new poll from Kentucky's 4th.
Oh, God. What is it?
It is Massie. Well, no, sorry, fuck. No, I'm kidding. Mother, it's Goldrein plus 7.
It's fucking over.
It's from the Gray
House.
Nothing.
And Goldrein's over 50.
Yeah.
Nothing says working class populist representative about Thomas Massie like him having a master's of science in mechanical engineering from the Massachusetts Institution of Technology and then going on to found a company after pillaging a shit ton of money from various startups for engineering. And then for those who don't know, Thomas Massie's entire career was him getting an engineering degree, being a venture capitalist for various engineering startups, which most of them didn't pan out in the end, and then immediately running for judge executive of a fucking county that he didn't even do anything in. His entire career is based on a fucking
It's a psyop. He got in because of the Tea Party wave. That's about it. If it wasn't for that, he'd be a nobody right now. But yeah, so Gray House right now, practice for 5. New poll, Grey House poll is out. It has Go Rain +7. Yep, I just saw it. We just saw it. Go Rain +7. All right. Let me read some more super chats. A glitch Evie for 5. The early vote in California has been insanely good. Both my friend and his dad down there are voting for Chad. That's good. Practice for 5. Mr. Z just posted a new video. He's dooming You Can't Save America Anymore is in the title card. Lol, what a derp. I love his content, but still. Yeah, there's been a lot of dooming lately, but anyways.
You were like the last person to complain
Shut
about
up.
dooming, man.
Inari for 5. Massie ain't Ron Paul. He's won't don't well do with young voters. Well, yeah, I don't get why people think Massie would like turn out young people like Ron Paul did. That's fucking crazy. Like, Thomas Massie has what going for him? Israel and Epstein. I mean, yeah, for
Things
some
that
young
only
people,
terminally online people give a shit
Yeah.
about, who are overwhelmingly voting Democrat to begin with. We once again reaffirm.
BB for 2. John Doe conveying the MAGA case against Massie. I saw that, by the way. Yeah, a lot of people are. And not a single one of these Massie people can deny it. And so they just say, you're paid off by Israel. It's like, if that's your deflection, like it's Israel or Epstein, like, you have no argument. But anyways, let's just keep looking at the rest of the poll because it gets kind of funny. So, no religion, Massie +48. Evangelicals, Go Rain +21. Another religion, Massie +38. Protestant, Go Rain +8. Catholic, Massie +2. And here's the funniest one of them all. Jewish, Massie +10. Muslim, Go Rain +14.
Which even then was, actually, I'm pretty sure those numbers are like mathematically impossible given, I think, the sample size of those groups, which was like maybe 7 or 2 respectively.
Yeah, for Jewish voters, it was 7. Muslim, it was 2.
Even then, by the way, I'm pretty sure the whole thing of the Muslims backing Galrin was probably just added there by Barris to kind of disprove the fact of like, oh, see, guys, see, the Muslims are supporting Galrin. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like how do you I know like when it comes to some small sample sizes, I get sometimes you get wacky when you weigh the results. I get that you get wacky stuff. How the fuck do you get +14 when there's only 2 people responding? How?
Because the numbers are fake.
Yeah. It's bullshit. Again, like it's one thing if it was like +40 because when you weigh the poll, it gets wacky. But how do you go from that to like +14? Yeah. So anyway, so Thomas Massie's best group are non-religious, college grads, and wealthy people. Man, does that sound like a working class coalition to you guys?
And non-binaries.
Yeah, non-binaries. Man, what
Thomas
a
Massie.
working class populist coalition.
Thomas Massie is for they, them. Ed Galrin is for you.
Basically. But just like, how can anyone say this? Like, I'm confused, like, what Bear's talking about. He's supported by the college-educated rich people. That's the only demographic backing him. What does that tell you, by the way?
That Massie's supporters are Democrats.
Yeah. They're just partisan Democrats, or they're like the Bill Kristol types. They don't give a shit. They just want to spite Trump. That's all they care about. Man, I'm sure that this is a working class coalition. Go Rain has a more working class coalition. You know what he's going to say, though, after Tuesday? I guarantee you he's going to call MAGA a cult. I guarantee you he's going to say, he already is applying it.
Hasn't he already been calling them a cult?
He's been saying MAGA Republicans are a cult because they follow Orange Man. That's what he's saying. He's gonna go off the rails. I think what's gonna happen is if Go Rain wins by like a big margin, which I think he's going to, he's gonna fucking lose it. He's gonna fucking lose it.
Gonna blame it on the Jews, bro.
Yeah, I don't think the Bill Kristol types like Massie. No, they love it because Orange Man bad.
I'm pretty sure Bill Kristol's supporting Massie.
Yeah, it's just literally Orange Man bad. That's all they think about, the Orange Man.
Let me look at Kristol's Twitter.
Yeah, just look up Massie on Bill Kristol's Twitter. I'm sure you'll find something.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go from March of this year. Trump goes to Thomas Massie's district in Kentucky today to campaign against him. Since the key issue on which Massie broke with Trump was Epstein, it raises the question:
That's not
will
why.
Trump
Oh my
address the Epstein
gosh.
scandal and cover up when he speaks there?
For the
Yeah, so
50th
Crystal supports
time,
Massie.
I'm sick and tired of explaining this. Yes, Epstein, I think, was the final nail in the coffin for Massie. I think that was the thing that made Trump so pissed off with him. Like, no, fuck you. You know why this started? You know why this beef really started?
Because he refuses to fund Border Patrol.
It was over the big, beautiful bill. People forget about this. The big, beautiful bill, which is not perfect, obviously, but still got most of Trump's agenda through. Massie was doing everything he can to block it. And again, Mark from America First Insight brought up a good point. If we went through with his strategy of, split off 50 different ways to pass it, you know what would have happened?
Democrats would have voted everything they wanted in with the various different bills, or they would have just shut everything down.
They would have shut down the conservative stuff, but rammed through the garbage stuff. That's what would have happened.
The reason the Democrats who joined, hey, what's up, Luke? The reason the Democratic Party loves Thomas Massie so much is because he is a solid vote on where it matters against Trump. And it is easier for them to endorse them and give him the money that they need in order to continue to hold Kentucky's 4th hostage against President Trump. These people in Kentucky's 4th, they are solid Trump voters. They want Trump's agenda, but their representative, Thomas Massie, is a grifting asshole who has done everything he can to work with the Democratic Party to oppose Trump wherever he personally can, because he personally hates Trump, because Trump isn't this libertarian-esque candidate. Trump isn't this perfect candidate. Trump isn't the libertarian that Massie and Paul wanted to go in and gut the federal government. Trump is this person who has supported using the government where it can to support the American people. Trump's not a libertarian. Massie and Paul and all these libertarian types hate Trump because Trump was the person to go in and gut the federal government's bloat. He was the person to go in to fix all this shit. They resent him for that. They're ideological sycophants for a priori economics and all of this other retarded, nonsensical, college-educated bullshit that, rest assured, as an economist in training with what I do and what I study, these people are just actual fucking idiots. They hate him because he did better than what they wanted to do, and he drives them crazy, and they have to rely on pandering the Democrats who are going to vote against him in the general no matter what. So what have you accomplished, Thomas Massie?
Yeah.
What have you done by selling yourself out to the Democratic Party? What have you done by pissing Trump off? You've done nothing. You have destroyed and betrayed yourself for nothing, and you were going to lose. You were going to be resigned to a career of podcasting, and after 2 or 3 years when no one gives a fuck about the Epstein files, you're going to be broke, you're going to go back to work, and you're going to be seen as the loser who got clobbered by Trump. That's what you're going to be remembered
and not just
as.
that, but like, I don't think people understand. Like, guys, you are a sitting member of Congress. You have a seat at the table. You have the ability to impact change. And these morons like Barris and Barnes, they're saying he's going to be more powerful out of Congress than inside of it. What? You have an opportunity. You could have sat down with Trump in March of last year and talked to him. Just like DeSantis did. Just like a few others did.
Massie supported DeSantis, and even fucking DeSantis had enough sense to go talk to Trump about fucking smoothing their shit
reminder,
over.
Massie said he wanted Trump in jail. There's video there is video proof of it back in 24. He was rooting for the prison stuff, for Trump to be thrown in prison. So what does that tell you about the guy? Gee, I wonder why. But still, even then, you had an opportunity. You could have talked to Trump at any time. Why didn't he? Why?
Because he's a schizo.
Because he's gay.
Thank you.
No, that's Abraham Enriquez. We'll get to that soon, though.
But yeah, it's like, guys, you are a sitting member of Congress. You have a lot of influence. What do you really think you're gonna be more influential on fucking Twitter and Rumble?
Yes, vote decision day. Decision day is coming. Let's go. What's it gonna be?
It's
Twitch, Rumble, YouTube. Who's gonna take
Oh
it?
yeah, I know you're talking about.
I don't know,
Yeah,
Vice running mate to Tucker Carlson.
yeah. TMZ.
Lauren Boebert's decision day will be next.
Yeah, I wonder what she's gonna pick.
Well, it'll also be, you know, when it'll be whether she gets primaried out or drawn out, whichever comes
We'll
first.
see. But yeah, so guys, like Thomas Massie, you're more influential in the House, you dumb motherfucker. These idiots are so dumb. They actually think you're more influential not in Congress. Out to the presidency.
Joe Kent went from being a fucking like political figure to being a fucking Rumble podcast.
But guys, he's more influential.
I want to remind you guys, no one talks about Joe Kent anymore because he doesn't hold power.
Yeah. Again,
and Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks she's more useful in Costa Rica than in her own home.
She's in Costa Rica right now. She sold her house, sold everything, moved to Costa Rica. Gee,
what? She's gonna renounce her American citizenship because it's controlled by Israel or something.
She's gonna do something like that. It's fucking stupid. All right. BB for 2. Massie is a female version of MTG, just more IQ, basically. I would just say like Massie's more schizophrenic though. Actually, it's kind of close. I don't know. K-Cup for 5. The fact that Johnson had to deal with this clown is sad, but the fact he got around him is amazing. How much you want to bet Massie calls for a recount? Oh my gosh. If he actually loses, I honestly don't know how he's going to react if he loses. I'm actually kind of scared. Well,
he'll probably concede, but then claim that the Zionist lobby stole the election or something.
You already have a bunch of idiots on Twitter like Cassandra McDonald saying this vote is going to determine whether or not Israel and other foreign entities can determine our election.
They fucking I thought the whole point is they already do. So they already fucking control everything. What's the point?
In that case, if Massie wins, then the Palestine influence is alive and well.
Well, I'm just confused. Like, I thought the whole point is they already control everything. So what's the fucking point of trying? Seriously, it's like if this is all a grand conspiracy, like they're gonna influence the vote no matter what, and if you lose this, what's the point of trying? Seriously, you know what it is? It's cape shit. It's just fucking cape shit. These people, guys, the boogeyman is here. We have to stand up, and it's fucking stupid. And this card for somebody that's like
they have to stand up to pedophiles is functionally no different from the rhetoric that liberals use to say about Trump when they say they're standing up to fascism.
Yeah,
it's literally the same people.
Maddox for 5.
Same shit, different asshole, bro.
Shoot. Matt Xander for 5. I work with people who think Massie is the best. Where was Massie under Biden with his stuff? Oh, they also believe gas is the highest ever. How about Biden? The second part, gas is kind of stagnating, so hopefully we get that over with, but we'll see. But as for the first part, reminder, there was one person, the one key vote to suspend the debt ceiling. Take a guess who that was.
It was Thomas Massie, and he voted...
Again, he voted to raise the debt ceiling under Brandon, but not under Trump.
No, Luke, it's worse. He suspended it. That's even worse. Not just raise it, they suspended it under Biden. Because, guys, Democrats promised to pass spending cuts. How did that fucking go? You dumb shit. He literally, that's what he did.
Massie's sassies.
Oh, gosh.
Massie's sassy nasties.
Oh, gosh. Sean Willard for 2. Massie Green 2028. Oh, the America only ticket.
How can MTG be the running mate if she's not going to be an American citizen?
That's true.
Next year?
Chance Razik for 5. Wait. Massie said he wanted Trump in jail. When did he say that shows? I gotta find it. Oh gosh, I forgot who posted it. But back in 2024, he had an interview with I think Fox News, and he was saying, well, the orange man's be stuck in court the entire time. It's only a matter of time before he goes down. And he's like kind of like happy that he's gonna go to jail. That's what he was saying. I gotta find the clip though. Massie, Trump. I gotta find it.
So, audience, are you sassy with Massie?
Yeah, right here. I found it. This is the fucking video. This is real. This is on Fox News. And I think this was like January of 2024. This was like right after DeSantis dropped out. Okay. Let me pull this up. Let me read a couple more super chats before I pull it up. American Nerd for 6. I hope the primary will be the end of the Lolbert's influence to the right, as well as so-called conservatives who hide behind principles. Hopefully. Thrawn for 2. Thoughts Oregon governor race. Republicans winning right now. I don't believe that poll. That was an eternal, but Oregon governor races get close for no
Republicans
reason.
tend to do decent in Oregon governor races, but it's still gonna probably go down by
gonna
like
be a
9
close
points.
race.
Yeah, it's
I do think it'll be a close race.
Just Oregon is weird like that. They love Republicans down ballot for whatever fucking reason.
I mean, you're kind of ancestrally Republican. I guess.
Yeah, well,
a
yeah,
lot of
in the 90s
states like
stuff.
that because it turns out you like a lot of the Democrats at the federal level because you get your like virtue signaling, but then at the local level you kind of like having low taxes and economy that doesn't suck. So like, yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah. American Nerd for 2. If Massie runs at 28, how many votes does he get? More than 1.
Hey, I mean, independent ticket.
He'll be Tucker Carlson's vice president.
Yeah, no, I still think MTG Massie, the America only ticket.
I think it's gonna be Carlson. Massie will be like the America First or America Only party.
It's remember America First is too like Zionist. That's a new cope going around. It's fucking nuts.
America Only party, and it'll probably
what's beyond America Only? Because they're gonna fucking say that's a Zionist thing too. What's next? Pakistan First.
Free Palestine party.
America and Pakistan only.
Oh gosh, Joe for 5.
They're gonna call it the Israel Last party.
I'll say free, or I guess Free America party.
Yeah.
No, Joe, guys, immigration's a dead issue. The only issue that matters is stopping Israel.
Joe for 5. Don't forget that out of all people, Massie voted for poster boy Rhino, Tom Emmer for Speaker of the House. I remember that. He fucked over a lot of good people for Tom Emmer. Now, to be fair to Tom Emmer, he's been a lot better lately.
That was not when we knew that Tom Emmer was going to be better, though, and that can't be held in his favor.
Yeah. Chance Razik for 2. By the way, don't forget my other super chat, dude. Oh shit, did I miss super chat?
Wasn't the reason he voted for Tom Emmer because Tom Emmer once had said, I would never in a million years want to be House Speaker? It was like kind of a joke vote, or was that someone else?
Well, that just tells you how serious Massie is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. This is Thomas Massie back in 2024. And let me pull this up. This is a real clip, by the way. I posted a chat. This is a real clip of Thomas Massie. And this is what he said on Fox News. Oh, shit. I got to pull up the audio. Good Lord. Right there. Oh, my gosh. There we go. It's working.
Hear from people back home.
Here we go.
Luke.
First of all, the main thing I hear from people back home is they're mad that nobody's held accountable in Washington, D.C. Well, I think we need to hold Trump accountable. He didn't build the wall. He didn't get Mexico to pay.
Oh, the first thing is he didn't build the wall. Remember what Thomas Massie said about the wall back in 2019? Remember what he said about that? So Thomas Massie back in 2018 was against the border wall. In this clip, he's saying, oh, we're going to hold Trump accountable because he did not get the wall built. Yeah, because of dumb shits like you. Because we spent too much money on it. We'll just keep going.
Accountable.
Remember, like I fucking said, Massie is turned all of this shit about Israel and Epstein into his favor because it's easier to explain to his voters that Trump is compromised by the state of Israel more so than it is saying he can't vote to fund the wall because of the Austrian School of Economics.
And by the way, I on Discord, I'm streaming it so you guys can watch. I got fixed now.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Oh, cool. You can actually stream it.
Yeah, I can stream it now. Yeah, that's a new setup we got. So, yay. Let's watch the rest of this.
The wall. He didn't get Mexico to pay for it. He ran up $7.8 trillion of debt.
Oh, God, the debt thing. What happened in 2020? What fucking happened then? What do you guys think happened in 2020?
That was the California special election when
that's right. Got elected, dude. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fumbled the repeal of Obamacare.
Fumbled the repeal. John McCain's the reason that did not happen. You dumb. Oh my gosh.
Oh, but who endorsed John McCain?
Like this is who people say Trump backstabbed Thomas Massie. Does this look like he was a Trump supporter? Just keep going.
Many missed promises. He gave a commendation, an award to Dr. Fauci after he shut down the country and hasn't held anybody at the FDA or the CDC responsible. So,
he wasn't even president in 2024.
By the way, for the record, this was at the time when Massie was actively supporting DeSantis for president.
Yeah. So this is real. Like, guys, let's just keep going. Let's just keep watching this shit.
This is real? No, this is Thomas Massie.
That's real. That's real. Yeah.
No, this is real. No, this is real.
Israel. But yeah, like the whole COVID stuff. It's like, guys, he wasn't even fucking president in 2024. And he said Trump did not hold people responsible. All the COVID stuff came out after he was president. Like, what do you think Trump was able to do? Like, seriously? We'll just keep going.
You know, let's hold that guy accountable. Contrast, people have rallied to Trump's defense because he's been indicted 4 times. And
here it is.
You know, I feel compelled to rally to his defense because that's an attack on all of us. But here's the problem. You know, this summer, they're going to be litigating these cases in the court, and these indictments are going to ripen into convictions. And we're going to be talking about the finer points of whether you can pay a porn star with your campaign money or whether you should write it off as a business expense. I mean, the lawsuit itself is ridiculous, but the underlying facts aren't disputed. And I think people are going to kind of recoil from that when all that stuff starts coming out this summer. And the polls that show him beating Biden, those are going to switch very quickly.
Yeah. So how did that age?
Yeah, well, Biden wasn't the nominee first and foremost.
Yeah, Biden got forced out the 11th hour. That's the first thing. Secondly, like he's excited.
He's literally talking about Trump paying off the fucking
Democrat talking points in 20, and like he's excited. It's like, oh my gosh, guys, it's gonna lead to conviction. Seriously? Like this
and
is
I mean
who...
Trump and I mean yeah, Trump probably did have a relationship.
No, he's denying it, but like time. He's making it sound like, oh guys, Orange Man's gonna get it convicted.
Saying it in that context, that's literally just a Democrat talking point.
Yeah, it's a Democrat talking point. He tried to spin this and say, oh, it's attacking all of us, but oh, guys, he's gonna get convicted.
Only Democrats speak as it's an attack on all of us.
Yeah. It's fucking wild. American Nerd for 2. Has Massie ever been sane? It doesn't seem like he was. I don't fucking know. American Nerd for 2. I'll laugh if Massie gets less votes at Cassidy. Well, he'll get less votes because it's a congressional district. But
maybe Massie was sane during like the Obama Tea Party era, but I don't know.
I don't know either. Lord Rhino for 5. The voice actor for Yoda in the Clone Wars passed away. I saw that.
Very sad.
Assassin for 2. Was this video before or after his wife died? I'm not gonna. First of all, I'm not gonna read the whole super chat as a context because it's pretty bad. But as for before after, I think his wife died at 23, right?
Yes.
Which that whole story, we're learning more about that. I'm not gonna say like some people were joking about it, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that mess.
No, I don't think he. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going down the rabbit hole, but thanks for super chat. But yeah, it's fucking wild to think that back in 24, he was excited about the indictments. Guys, we're gonna convict him any day now. But Biden's gonna surge and win. How did that go? So like, I'm trying to figure like what was Massie's plan at this point? Because DeSantis already dropped out. What was his plan here?
What was he cooking?
Yeah, what was it like? You were already going after Trump before he was president.
Don't let him cook. He's gonna burn down the entire state of fucking Kentucky, dude.
Yeah.
Don't let him fucking cook, dude.
It's just wow. Massie defended Schiff keeping his committees one door. Yeah, I remember that. That's right. He defended Adam Schiff more than President Trump for the bullshit indictments. When everybody knows what Adam Schiff did was illegal. It's just fucking wild. But guys, something about the debt 20 years ago. Like, I don't know. This is Thomas Massie, everybody. This was before Trump was reelected. Again. But anyways. Cake up for 5. Speaking of Biden, in Marvel Comics, Joe Biden's character was killed by agents of the hand and was resurrected as their puppet. Life imitates art. Wait, really? What? Biden was what? That can't be real. Oh gosh. The plan was to get Biden reelected so he could complain about my principles. Probably. But yeah, it just tells you, like, they literally were gleefully excited about, we're going to indict Trump any day now. Or they already indicted him, but conviction. He's going to rot away in prison. Anyways. So enough the Massie stuff. What's your guys' final prediction on it before we move on officially? I think Massie's going to lose.
2. I think Gallerin's going to win, but I think it's going to be close. I'm very much under that.
I honestly don't know because congressional primaries are fucking wacky.
I'm going to go Gallerin plus like 7 to 10.
I was going to say Gallerin plus 9.
I'm going to say Gallerin plus 5 right now. I don't know. It's one of those things.
I think in the 5 to 10 range is probably about
I think Massie could still win because he is the incumbent. But after what happened in Indiana with what happened in Louisiana, he might get blown the fuck out. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but we'll see.
I guess Massie does still kind of have a somewhat Republican voter base that Liz Cheney didn't have in Wyoming. Because literally her entire voter base was just
Democrats.
like Democrats
that
switched to registration. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
KKK rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Mike
true.
Finn for 2. Thoughts of D plus 11 New York Times Siena congressional ballot. I think it's horse shit.
Anyways, we spent about an hour on Massie.
Yeah, I just want to do it.
Pretty bleak. It's looking pretty bleak right now, is what I'll say. For
all right,
I want to stop fucking talking about Massie. I want to talk about what happened in Texas last night.
Let's talk about Texas first. Chance raising for 5. Dude wonders why Trump hates him so much. Dude, even at 23 and 24, you're saying things to piss him off. What an idiot. Well, yeah. Okay, let's talk about Texas. What the fuck you guys cooking down there?
Let me send the current revolt tweet.
What the fuck you guys cooking?
I have the iMessages too because I'm a subscribed member, so I could pull it up. I'm not sure if that's sanitary for the stream though.
Let's not. So for those that don't know what happened in Texas, there's a giant sex scandal happening.
Yeah.
One of the overlooked runoffs in Texas is in the 19th congressional district, which is one of 2 congressional district primaries that Trump has not gotten involved in. The other one being the 2nd district, where Steve Toth already won, thankfully, and very handedly too. So this primary is between Tom Sell, who got about 40% of the vote in the first round. He's endorsed by America First Insight, the
Patriot
one and only sponsor of the channel.
Yep, that's real.
Not sure if it's a paid sponsor, but whatever.
No, we're not paid.
And then
we don't do that.
And then Abraham Enriquez, who got 2nd place, and I think barely got into the runoff. So
yeah, he like
Abraham Enriquez already probably wasn't even favored, and this is despite being endorsed by Greg Abbott, Dan Patrick,
a shit ton of state Senate and House.
He's going to get the coveted Dan Bilzerian endorsement.
Yeah, they also got Turning Point Action and CPAC behind him as well.
Yeah,
so a lot of the
cut straight to the chase. This dude was caught having a gay affair with another man. What happened was the Current Revolt got iMessages and proof of him going to have sex with another man where this person was attempting to suck him off, and he said that he could not get hard unless he had meth because he could only get sexually stimulated while on meth. Current Revolt has also verified that iMessage number as Abraham Enriquez's personal phone number. So the already unfavored candidate for Texas's 19th in the Republican runoff is literally a meth head running around getting other dudes to suck his dick.
Yes, and this came out on the first day of early voting. So
funny how that works. Gee, I wonder who leaked that.
And by the way, this was also basically leaked on Reddit before.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
The Graham Plattner of the right.
Well, yeah, actually, it was you guys that brought up first, and I retweeted Tyrone's tweet on it. It was fucking wild.
Should we bring up Tyrone's tweet, or is that too graphic?
I think it's too graphic. Honestly,
unless maybe you just want to show the first picture. Of,
let's just see how well YouTube takes this. Surely they won't go fucking wild. They're gonna go fucking wild. Okay. Can you send your tweet, Tyrone?
I'm pretty sure they only. I'm pretty sure they.
Okay.
For the record, I'm pretty sure they only banned that guy singing all those like late 1800s racist songs for like COVID skepticism in 2020.
Oh God. K Cup for 5. Biden was off by the hand of Daredevil #6. This story involves characters dealing with the aftermath of his death and the chaos caused by the hand. That's fucking wild. Dillybot for 10. Nixon, if Massie loses, he'll send his people to bring down Trump just like he did 24 Lamau with his super chat. American Nerd for 2. What the F is going on in Texas? Yeah. Anyways, I got I got the Reddit post here. So I was dumbfounded when I saw him in the debate here recently. I was surprised to see and hear the guy who came to my house about a month ago, as I wonder why he couldn't get yeah. Even though I was doing the best of my mouth, he confessed that he couldn't get yeah. Unless he smoked meth. In the same breath, he asked me if I had any. I immediately told him no, and I was uncomfortable with him and how he was no longer welcome at my house. He probably got his phone and keys to the left. This is a burner account for obvious reasons. Yeah.
By the way, the next picture I believe basically confirms it's Abraham Enriquez without naming him specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also like to point something out that no one has mentioned. This is the founder and president of I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it was the largest Hispanic outreach group for the Republican Party in 2024.
I believe it's called Bienvenidos.
Yeah, Bienvenidos. Yeah, no, this was a group that was very responsible for helping Trump secure the amount of margin he did with Hispanics in 24.
Which he did a damn good job at.
Yeah, he's the president of an organization that helped us win 2024 outright, like just straight up. This guy helped us win, and then he has immediately gone and thrown everything away because he wanted to get frisky with other men.
Yeah, so chat, there's much more. I'm not going to show the actual messages because
if you want to see the actual messages, you can go onto my Twitter account.
I'm not going because the messages themselves are way worse.
Or subscribe to the Current Revolt Substack. The specific post is paid, unfortunately. It's
I hate when they do that. Like, fuck, it's a big scandal. Fuck
I have the iMessage. I posted the iMessages if people want to see the iMessages.
Yeah, I'm not going to show on stream. This is already kind of pushing it. This show right here is kind of like teetering. If you think this is bad, you haven't seen anything yet. But so yeah, I think it's fair to say Cell's going to win. I think it's fair to say he's going to.
And so a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Cells is fine. He's got the America First Institute endorsements."
Yeah. Patriots.
The America First Institute?
America First Insight. I believe. I think Brandon Gill endorsed him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Gill endorsed him.
Anna Paulina Luna endorsed him. I know Luke doesn't like her, but you know, and
so he's a Brown Scott Pressler.
He's performative. She doesn't do.
Yeah. Somebody's chat says so. He's a Brown Scott Pressler. I mean.
He's probably more effective than Scott Pressler, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that publicly, but
no, I mean, like the whole Pressler.
I've attacked Scott Pressler numerous times on here because he is a grifter. He doesn't give a shit about.
Yeah. So Ed Gall right now is the new high on Polymarket at 60%. Anyways, that's it for that conversation.
Yeah. So I think the Texas stuff. Yeah, as you can tell, there's a fun scandal in Texas.
Vote Tom Sell for Texas 19. Vote Briscoe Kane for Texas 9. Vote Ken Paxton for Senate. Mays Middleton for AG. If you want to vote for Chip Roy, that's fine. I'm not gonna. I don't really care either way.
Chip Soy.
Vote Bo French for Railroad Commissioner. Vote Thomas Smith for the Court of Criminal Appeals. Check your Texas Project endorsements for local races.
With Texas out of the way, it's a pretty big scandal that really there might be others. I'm not gonna get too much in detail, but
anyways, I'm not
gonna say that. I know something.
Yeah, we gotta be careful about it because I've heard.
I'm not gonna bring that up at all.
Anyways, I want to gloss over the other primaries for next week because obviously Kentucky's the big one, but there's a lot of other pretty big ones. Sorry, not next week. Tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Many of them in the South, including in Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah, so
Dooley might actually be the nominee. I'm saying it.
We're voting for Collins. Fucking we ball. I'm not going Dooley. Fuck that guy.
I'm not supporting Dooley. I'm just saying he might be the nominee.
Can we not yell on our phone
Listen,
microphones?
We are voting for Mike Collins till the end. I don't give a shit.
I'm not telling you guys not to support Mike Collins. I'm just saying.
Vote for Mike Collins.
Yeah,
but I think Dooley does have a chance to be.
He has momentum. The thing is, I do wonder, like, is that just artificial bullshit because of the Kemp machine? That has to be.
But I will say though, somebody who is probably guaranteed to be the nominee in Georgia now is Rick Jackson.
Yeah, he's the nominee.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Burt Jones has no path in the runoff because
you look at voters will be deciding.
Because Burt Jones may place a fairly close second in the first round, but Rick Jackson has just so much money, and you know damn well he's going to burn through a lot of that for the runoff. And Rick Jackson that'll probably be a 60-40 runoff.
And reminder, the person third place is Raffensperger. Our good old friend Raffensperger's back for the dead.
Raffensperger and then Chris Carr, who I think has raised like the third most amount of money. Yeah. He's gonna be in like fourth place.
That's a problem.
Vote for Burt Jones, but Rick Jackson's probably got it locked up.
Yeah. Georgia said it though. I do think Mike Collins, I still think has a chance because of Buddy Carter in third. But
I think
American Noted for 10. Alabama primaries tomorrow, and I'm still not sure on my district, Alabama first. Barry Moore's seat, former Congressman Jerry Carl, or state rep Rate Marquez.
I'm pretty sure the congressional primaries are delayed. So
I'm pretty sure delayed.
Those. But vote Barry Moore for Senate, please.
If you have a congressional primary, vote for Marquez because Jerry Carl sucks.
They're running in different districts now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, it's weird. But
just vote for wherever Rep Marquez is running in now.
Yeah.
But anyways, Alabama, Georgia. I think that's basically it. Alabama, we have a very competitive Senate primary. Barry Moore is not going to run away with that, and I think that he's going to have a very underwhelming performance for a Trump endorsed candidate.
We shall see.
But it looks like he's basically guaranteed to go to a runoff with Jared Hudson. Honestly, depending on where Steve Marshall's votes go to, I could see Jared Hudson pulling it off.
We'll see. I think with that race, we're just getting so little data from it. That's a fucking issue.
Mm-hmm. Vote for Barry Moore in Alabama. Congressional primaries have been delayed to I don't know when exactly. We'll find out. What other primaries are there tomorrow? We have Kentucky.
Kentucky.
There are some other ones in Kentucky. Senate races basically decided. Andy Barr's going to be the nominee.
If you live in Kentucky, vote for Barr. It sucks, but vote for the guy.
Just vote for Barr. I think technically Morse will still be on the ballot, but he's got no chance now. He'll probably get like 5% or less.
I guess you could vote for Cameron, but why the fuck would you vote for Cameron?
Kind of a wasted vote. Just vote Barr. Deal with it. He'll be an upgrade. Vote for. I don't think there's really anything else competitive in Kentucky outside of Massey's district. There's like nothing competitive in Kentucky anymore. Except for maybe some state legislature races.
Is it Idaho tomorrow to Oregon?
Idaho, Oregon's. I think the governor primary actually in Oregon. Drazen, I guess. Vote Drazen.
Yeah, we're not gonna really cover the Oregon stuff because there's nothing there. But
Idaho, I don't remember what's competitive.
I'm pretty sure the governor primary gets a shit show, kind of. Not as bad as it was in 2022, but
because Brad Little's kind of a rhino, but I don't know who's all running in Idaho for governor. Apparently the Idaho Education Association rescinded their endorsement of Brad Little. That's interesting. Wow. But anyways, I don't know. It looks like it's all a bunch of no names. And then
so it's really just Alabama, Georgia, and Kentucky. That's
Also the perennial candidate pro-life has filed paperwork for the Constitution Party for governor of Idaho.
Oh God.
Legally changed his name to that, by the
way.
He's 84 years old.
Patriot.
84 years old, has 15 children, went to BYU. So
is he a Mormon?
I'm pretty sure he's a Mormon.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's a Mormon. He's got to be a Mormon, especially if he went to BYU. That's like a Mormon university.
Yeah, that's Mormon capital. But
it's like a state. It's like a Mormon state university, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, he did serve an LDS missionary in.
That explains it.
Yeah.
That explains why he's 15
we're getting
kids.
ahead of ourselves. Mark Fitzpatrick, I think, has raised the second most amount of money for Idaho governor. So I guess vote Mark Fitzpatrick for governor of Idaho.
Because Brad Little sucks.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, honestly, there's not a lot of real primaries.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is tomorrow too. There's like nothing going on in Pennsylvania.
There's a couple of Democrat primaries. I don't give a shit about half of these.
I think the most competitive primary in Pennsylvania is like in the Democratic primary for the
third.
The congressional district.
There's that schizophrenic running, I know. But
like a hardcore progressive running in like a very heavily black district.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Future of the Democrat Party, by the way.
So basically a proxy. Basically a proxy battle between the Shapiro and AOC wings of the Democratic Party. Right. I think Trek APEC might have endorsed in that race. So I'm not sure.
So enough of that. We kind of went over the main primaries tomorrow. If you live in the states, vote, figure out your candidates, all that stuff. Okay, so I do want to touch upon before we end the stream what's going on in California, because the
should we also touch on that NYT Siena poll?
No.
Damn.
No.
Just
it's bleak. All I'll say is
it's bleak.
They're looking bleak. Very bleak.
Anyways, I do want to touch upon early voting, though, in California, because we got an update out of California 48th. Now, the copium on Twitter is, guys, the California early voting's inflated because the which county is it?
Alameda. From what I've heard, it was Alameda.
It's like Oakland and stuff. They're not in, but even though you look at the county shifts, it's every fucking county shifting 20 points to the right. Whatever. The point is, this is in San Diego. This is Darrell Issa's seat, and we've been talking about the idea of there being Democrats locked out of primaries. Well, California 48th early voting. This is the Harris +4 seat, by the way. Look at this. Republicans right now make up 44% of the early vote. Democrats, 34%. And R+10 electorate in California 48th. Seems kind of significant, doesn't it?
Very much so. Yeah.
Right, I gotta go. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, see Tyrone.
Yeah, so basically what I alluded to earlier, Democrats could get locked out of that race. They probably won't Trump endorse the Republican candidates, and he'll probably do everything in his power to make sure it's a R versus D race. But because in that case, if Republicans win, it'll be his candidate and not the one he didn't endorse. Because, ego. But
yes.
Overall, we need to talk about why Republicans are doing so well in California early voting.
I have a theory.
Their state fucking sucks.
Their state's dog shit.
I think California Republicans, unless it's redistricting, are like actually high propensity. Especially when it comes to like some of these races.
I think a lot of them kind of realize this is their fucking last chance. This is their fucking last chance.
Yeah, because they have a chance at locking out Democrats in the governor's race, which they won't anymore because that ship is basically sailed.
Fucking Trump. Damn it. That's one thing I hate that he did.
Yeah, Becerra is now basically, it's going to be Hilton versus Becerra. Becerra's going to get like dictator margins with the Hispanics and everybody, and then all the other candidates will get whatever's left with the white vote. But even then, Hilton and Bianco, they're energizing Republicans. Spencer Pratt is energizing the hell out of Republicans in Los Angeles. I think Bass versus Pratt runoff is guaranteed.
Shit show. That'd be glorious to watch.
Pratt might do the impossible.
I just think that the thing with Pratt is like, he is running a perfect campaign. He is running a perfect campaign, and people are just sick and tired of this shit going on in LA. You're
fed up with this crap, as you always say.
Well, they are. Look at LA right now. They still have yet to rebuild up the fires. They refuse to do so. People are getting sick and tired of it. And I think that's what's going on here. The Republican Party in California, they're realizing this is the last chance. Because the Democrat Party's fractured in California. They have 50 people running. All that.
Yeah, and you see the progressive attack Spencer Pratt for living in a hotel, which is kind of ironic for a progressive. They're supposed to be, the working class. They're supposed to have, they're supposed to cry crocodile tears for the working class, and you're attacking Spencer Pratt for living in a hotel. Kind of elitist, elitist. When you really think
just
about
rebuild your house. They can't rebuild their houses because the city refused to do anything.
Yeah, because Los Angeles is run by retards.
Well, yeah, it is.
Sorry, I said a bad word on your stream, Rap.
These people are dumb shit. They have no clue what they're doing. And now they're talking about banning like barbecues and stuff. Like, what the fuck is going on there?
They've already kind of legalized theft, which also Philadelphia's on the same thing.
And San Francisco.
Piece of shit. Yeah, they legalized theft. They've banning barbecues. They're doing all this crazy shit.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think California in 26 is going to have New York 2022 moment.
I'm getting that vibes. They're just...
Thank God. Yeah, I think California might probably have I could see them having the reddest environment of the midterms.
I think there's so many people in California fed up. They're just saying, "Fuck it, we ball."
And especially given this could also go into 2028 because the Democrat nominee is very likely going to be a Californian, whether it's Kamala Harris or Gavin Newsom. I think it'll be Harris, but
again,
if it's not her, it'll probably be Newsom. Obviously, they're both from California. California is probably going to continue moving right. Maybe you see some leftward shifts with Hispanics in Los Angeles, but that's probably
even then. I just think what's going to happen is it's going to cancel out because people are
going to cancel out. I think a lot of the rural maybe Los Angeles Hispanics. I mean, well. Yeah.
Well, if they're getting sick of the shit, maybe
they may move. Maybe they'll move right, but not as much as they did the last time.
Yeah.
But.
Gray House polls 52 minutes.
We saw that. We already Luke.
Yeah.
Luke. We already.
Yeah. Goblin up 7. Yeah. It's over. But please vote for Goblin if you live in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Don't just assume it's over. It's not over.
If you live in California, by the way, I know it's still a month out but this is your chance in California.
Here we go. Cross tabs.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring up the poll. Let me send it in the chat here. This is very funny. You're going to love this.
Yeah, before we back to California, oh, God.
MAGA America first. Galrin up 59 to 33.
What?
Traditional Republican. Massie 58 to 40.
Oh my guys! Thomas Massie's the America First candidate.
Yeah.
We've been telling you people.
Now keep in mind, when the pollster asked America First, it's probably a lot of the respondents are probably the boomer, kind of like the boomer America First types, which is just MAGA. The Zoomer America First types are like the schizos, and they're voting Massie, obviously.
But it's just funny, the MAGA types are voting for Ed Goldman.
But it also shows the fact that the America First types couldn't even get Massie over the top.
It's a traditional Republican.
The Groyper America First types are not going to be a significant portion of the electorate. They're not going to give Massie a boost. A lot of those types that go to the universities are probably not even registered Republicans or voters to begin with. They just sit on their ass and complain about Jews all day.
Yeah.
They don't vote. They're not going to vote.
Assassin for two. Whose fucking mic is that?
That was Luke. He was sneezing.
Assassin for 2. Hope Trump's main character syndrome doesn't make him endorse Pratt. Yeah, he better stay the fuck away from that race. I swear to God.
How rude, Rap. He didn't say bless you to Luke.
Bless you. But yeah, Trump better stay the fuck away from the LA mayor race. I swear to God.
If he doesn't see.
I think he will. That was a bullshit source.
He better. If he does the same thing with Hilton, I'll be fucking pissed.
I mean, I could see how he has a big enough ego to where if Pratt wins, he wants to take credit for it. But
I know, but yeah. Yeah, so Massie
maybe he'll give him a shout out, but that might also not.
Maybe just says Spencer Pratt's a great guy. He's a phenomenal guy. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so it's kind of funny that Thomas Massie, the only reason he's even in the race are traditional Republicans backing him. These are the Bill Kristol types.
Yeah, the Bill Kristol, the Mike Pences, the ones that despise Trump and everything that he stands for, they only like Massie because he's standing up to Trump regarding Epstein, because they all think that Trump's a pedophile and did stuff with kids on the island.
Yeah,
allegedly, but they think it's confirmed based on
they think it's factual. It's like history. It's like
they think that it's factual and that they're withholding evidence and
they're withholding the evidence.
I said it already. I already said this. The Democrats, when they take back the House, if they take back the House, they probably will, given that in New York Times poll. But when they take back the House, they're going to spend the entire 2 years digging for evidence that shows that Trump touched kids on the island. And they're not going to find anything, but they're going to keep digging at it, and they're going to spend the entire 2 years doing that. They're going to get nothing done. They'll impeach Trump. They'll probably impeach him a dozen times.
Impeach him every day. New impeachment.
But they're not going to do anything. They're not going to pass any legislation. All they're going to do is, they'll probably make the admin a living hell by calling every admin official into like committee hearings for every single day.
Every day there's a new hearing.
Again, trying to get him with gotcha questions about Epstein and whatnot. But
yeah.
This showed up in the photo recommendation.
Let's see. Karen Bass going into the White House might have saved Spencer Pratt. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, Karen Bass is shit. So, I find it funny, though. It's like the progressive challenger. She blew up her campaign because she said, we got to ban barbecues.
We got to ban barbecues, and Spencer Pratt lives at a hotel. He can't.
His house fucking burnt down.
Yeah, how can somebody be mayor if they live in a hotel?
Yeah, he lives in a hotel. Anyways, so I think it's kind of it for everybody. We kind of went over the main stuff today. Hold on. Practice for 5. Also, new news. Evidence for Luigi Mangioni's backpack will be thrown out by the judge. Luigi's probably going to avoid jail time. Yeah, I saw that.
It's gonna probably be a hung jury.
Yeah.
Hung jury at best, and he actually gets acquitted at worst.
We'll see. Pete Hegseth doing a rally with Ed Gulrain right now. Yeah, I saw that. We're sending Pete Hegseth there. Anyways, I think that's it, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Can I say one thing real quick?
No.
Come on, please.
What?
Let me say one thing. Okay, guys, tonight the new Wisconsin poll will be being released.
No, we're not. We're not.
Bro,
No.
come on.
No.
Come on. Tune into the Great Lakes Perspective to see the new Wisconsin poll, dude. Come on.
Okay. Well, anyways, folks, we shall see you guys at the next stream, which will be tomorrow night. I don't know what time polls close in Kentucky, actually.
I think they're like one of the first states to close.
Yeah, it's like it might be 6 p.m. Eastern.
I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern for.
Eastern.
I think all of Massey's district is in the Eastern time zone, so that'll be 6 p.m.
weird,
Eastern.
Yeah. So we'll figure that out tomorrow. No, it might be. No, it'll be like 7 p.m. I think. I'll figure that out tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. Big primary night tomorrow night with Georgia, Alabama, and Kentucky. Live in any of these states, get out and vote. Vote against Thomas Massie, please. All right. We'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see us at. Godspeed.